WRUL. Cole Carter alongside Travis Black. Whitney Carter with this for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. JC Tinsley is back at the WRUL studio. The pregame show is driven by Rice Motors in Carmine. Take RiceMotors.com for a test drive now and give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did. All right, Travis, so a lot that has happened since February to now. Talking about the Carmine White County Bulldogs. Last year, a 26-6 campaign. Black Diamond Conference East Championship for the first time in 6 years. They won the CIT, lost in the first round of the regionals to a very talented Vienna team, but a lot back from last year's squad to this year's squad. Of course, you lose Bryce Connor and Tyler Gomat, two players who are playing now at the collegiate level, but we saw what these kids could do last year, these sophomores and juniors. Now juniors and seniors going to play a big role this year. Yeah, when you can bring back 60% of your starting lineup, you're always set up for some good success. And, you know, Trey Dixon, 6-man last year, going to have to step up, and a couple other, you know, sophomores and juniors from last year. And now juniors and seniors are going to get time at the varsity level, and they got some time last year, not a whole lot. So early in this year, it's going to be Coach Kevin Wolf's going to have to decide who can he trust in these type of big games or big situations. And now we get the first taste of Bulldog basketball. Well, you can't really think about this year's team and even next year's team without mentioning Mitchell Edwards, who's now a junior, 6'6". Got some colleges already looking at him after a fantastic sophomore year. We saw some videos go viral of what he did to some kids in the summer playing some rec basketball, some AAU. I mean, Travis, you talk about talent and potential, and it's been a while, maybe since yourself, that Carmine has had a player to this caliber, and it's going to be fun to see what he can do if he plays to his potential. Yeah, I mean, we've got to see this kid for 2 years already, and it never gets old watching him play. I mean, he's 6'6" and can shoot it from 40 if he needs to, and we've seen what he's done to some people going underneath the basket and just putting them in the rim. So it's a treat just to get to watch him and see how he's gotten better over the summer and how he's gotten better from last year and even on into next year. It's going to be a real treat. Another one coming back from the lineup last year is now a senior, Landon Driscoll. And I thought sometimes last year Landon kind of got overlooked as far as being one of the top players on the team because, of course, you had Bryce Connor, Tyler Gomat, and Mitchell Edwards. But to have Landon now step into that leadership role, I mean, what this kid can do athletically is very impressive, not just in basketball, but in football and baseball as well. And we've seen him around the rim, things he can do. He's a great shooter as well, and he's going to play a big part in that point guard position. Yeah, I mean, there's not too many teams that have a 6'3" point guard, and as athletic as he is. And I'll tell you a story. Last year he did track and did the triple jump for the first time, took home second place in a conference meet. So he's just a special kind of athlete. And there were some nights last year he was Carmine's best player with what he can do, handling the ball, being a playmaker, being a facilitator, and being a shooter and a scorer. So, I mean, he's understated last year, but he's going to have to step up even more, and I think he's ready for the job. Well, and two guys who do insert into the starting lineup. You mentioned Trey Dixon being the 6-man last year. We talked to Kevin Wolf, and Trey Dixon scored 40 points in a game one time in junior high, and we've just kind of yet to see that potential from him, the aggressiveness. He was a little passive last year, but Kevin Wolf says he likes what he's seen from him in practice, and I think we're going to see more of the true Trey Dixon this season. Yeah, he's gonna step up in that more of that Tyler Gomat role, because that's what he did kind of last year, being the 6-man, being more the defensive guy, rebounder guy. But with most defense on any given night keying in on your Landon Driscolls, your Gavin Hollemans, your Mitchell Edwards, he's going to have to be that fourth or fifth option and step up on certain nights where last year you normally wouldn't have to because you'd have a Tyler Gomat and a Bryce Connor taking up that role. So it's going to be interesting to see how he gets going early and looks to be more aggressive getting his shots. Somebody else stepping into the starting lineup is Mason Haywood. He saw a little bit of playing time last year as a junior, played a lot of JV, was the JV leading scorer from a season ago. Now he's coming in at that 5th spot in the lineup. We know he can shoot, he can play defense, but there's no question when you go from that JV level to now being a varsity starter, it's a whole different level. Yeah, it's faster, more athletic, and the thing he's got to remind himself is he is a good shooter. He's got to pick his spots when he's open.
you can't really force things at this level, because that's what a lot of JV players get kind of confused with varsity. It's just so much faster, and they want to play so well, and he's just going to have to relax, settle in, but I think he will as a senior stepping into the starting lineup for the first time.
Well, Gallatin County, they went 15-15 a year ago. They won the Crab Orchard 1A regional, lost a couple of seniors. One of them is playing down at SIC now, but they're pretty confident with their crew, a lot like Carmi, bringing back a lot from last year, a couple of seniors, then juniors, now seniors. One of the guys, Noah Richardson, Travis, he's kind of there. Mitchell Edwards, as to say. He's 6'4", he's lengthy, he can shoot, he can get around the rim. There's no question if Gallatin County wants to have success, they got to go through Noah Richardson.
Yeah, and they're a long and athletic team, athletic bunch, especially from last year. And I know they lost a lot, but bringing back a guy like Richardson and just playing fast is what they did last year. They like to get up and down. They like the pressure up. And it's just going to be interesting to see how Carmi can kind of neutralize it, slow it down, and play their game.
Gallatin County last night, they do have an upper hand as far as experience this year. They have played one game, but it was an 18-point loss last night to Grayville. Now, Grayville, a very much improved squad from what we've seen the past couple of years, so don't take that score and tread it lightly. You're also playing on their home court. Talking to Kevin Wolf, this has never been an easy place to play. Travis, you recall back to your playing days. We've played some battles down here in Gallatin County.
Yeah, it's always a tough place to come down here. Fans get it rocking. This is the only game in town, and it's always a difficult battle when you're coming down here, especially normally the first game of the year, trying to feel out the process, who's going to take the lead, who's going to take the reins, and it's just a feeling out process and a feeling out game. But Gallatin County is always ready to play. That is one thing they are. They are well coached, and they're ready to go from the word jump.
After tonight, Carmi will be off for the next 6 days. They will take part in the DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic beginning next Monday when they take on Sparta. And then things really get going in full speed for the next 4 months or so, both for the Bulldogs and the Lady Bulldogs. The Lady Bulldogs are in action this week at the Harrisburg Preview Tournament. They beat El Dorado last night by 30. They're playing West Frankfort tonight. They will play Harrisburg tomorrow, and Travis and I will be there for that one on WRUL. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break, come back, get you ready for the opening tip between Carmi-White County and Gallatin County right here on 97.3 WRUL.
When it comes to tax preparation, experience counts. Hi, this is Dewana with Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. Taxes are complicated, but choosing a tax professional shouldn't be. We have the knowledge and experience to make the most of your tax return. Turn to the professionals at Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. Call 382-4151. That's 382-4151. Also visit online at butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. From cabinets and flooring, doors and paint, lumber and hardware, to shingles and siding. Knowledgeable and friendly staff that have your back on all those home projects and even deliver to your door. So before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber for the woods, the goods, and the know-how. Visit Carmi Lumber, North 3rd Street in Carmi and carmilumber.net.
Hello Bulldog fans, this is Kyle Hosick with Country Financial. It's been great coming back to my hometown of Carmi, supporting our Bulldogs as well as my current and future clients. Whether you're looking for auto or home insurance, insurance for your business, life insurance, or a retirement plan, I can help. I take pride in quality customer service and promise to listen to what's important to you while ensuring you have the right coverages. Stop by my office to see what sets us apart. Country Financial Representative Kyle Hosick, 603 West Main in Carmi.
Back here in Gallatin County, as Carmi-White County gets to face the Hawks here for their first game of the 2023 season. In Gallatin County, they are 0-1 on the year, lost last night on the road against Grayville. This has been the Rice Motor pregame show, driven by Rice Motors in Carmi. Take ricemotors.com for a test drive now and give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did. Well, Travis, we made the point before we went on air. I think last year, Carmi, especially as the season went on, you kind of had your pick as far as guys that could really take over a ball game. And I think early on, if you're the Bulldogs, if you really can't get Mitchell Edwards or Landon Driscoll or Gavin Holloman going, you're going to have some trouble, especially in these first few games.
Yeah, last year you had 5 guys that it could have been their night, and they could have got you 20 to 25 at the drop of a hat. This year, you still have 3 guys that can easily get you that amount of points, but it's just going to be interesting to see who's that 4th and 5th guy. If 1 or 2 of those 3 don't have it going, who's going to be that person to step up? And last year the Bulldogs had it consistently out of that starting lineup. One person would step up, and the other one wasn't having a good shooting night. So it's going to be interesting to see who is going to be that person to be able to step up and score when they need a bucket.
Good crowd on hand, both sides here for this matchup. It's a bit of a local rivalry between these two teams. Gallatin County, a 1A squad, part of the GEC. Carmi, a 2A squad, part of the Black Diamond Conference. Craig Utterback and his squad trying to get their first win of the year, and Kevin Wolf trying to start his 9th season 1-0. Well, both teams meeting at their benches as they turn their attention towards the American flag over to our right. That means it is time for the national anthem. We'll step aside and we'll have tip-off between Carmi and Gallatin County coming up in 2 minutes right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and a promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. Your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today. Citizens National Bank of Albion has always been in the business of making dreams come true.
Are you like many in the community that have dreamed of owning your own business?
Bring your ideas in and speak to one of our commercial loan professionals in Albion, Olney, Crossville, and Bridgeport.
Our competitive rates and solid decision making will make it the best decision you've ever made.
Let us help you get started, and we'll watch your business grow.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Trucktoberfest is here at Expressway Ford with tons of trucks in stock. And we're slashing prices, over $9,000 off MSRP on new 2023 Ford F-150 XLT and rates as low as 1.9% APR. That's right, over $9,000 off the #1 selling truck in America for 46 years. Hurry out to our Trucktoberfest while inventory is up and prices are down. Expressway Ford, more Fords for less.
Getting set for the opening tip between Carmi-White County and Gallatin County. Cole Carter alongside Travis Black. Whitney Carter to my right, working the camera for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. JC Tinsley hitting all the right buttons back at the WRUL studio. Starting lineup for the Carmi-White County Bulldogs being coached by Kevin Wolf. Number 2, Gavin Holloman. He's a 6'2 junior who averaged a little over 7 points per game last season. Mason Haywood making his first varsity start, a 5'9 senior. Mitchell Edwards, a 6'6 junior who averaged 12 points per game a season ago. Landon Driscoll, a 6'3 senior guard who averaged just over 9.5 points per game in 2022. Trey Dixon, rounding it out, a 6' junior. A correction, he is a senior now. He is averaging 1.5 points per game this season. So for Kevin Wolf, that's Holloman, Haywood, Edwards, Driscoll, and Dixon. Found my first typo of the night. Trey Dixon is indeed a senior this season. All right, so the starters for Craig Utterback and the Gallatin County Hawks. They're going to start Maddox Sandifer. He is a 6'2 senior, as well as number 2, Wyatt Fromm, a 6' senior. Number 23, Grant Jackson. He is the only junior in the starting lineup. He's a 6'2 junior. Noah Richardson, a 6'4 senior, and Lucas Jackson, a 6'3 senior. So for the Hawks, that's Sandifer, Fromm, Jackson, Richardson, and Jackson. Again, Gallatin County last year, a 15-15 campaign. They won a regional championship. A lot of high hopes for this team coming into this season. Kind of the buzz around the school, buzz around the crowd. Being an employee at this school, Travis, I've heard about this game for many, many weeks. And here we are. It's going to be a big test for both squads, I feel like.
First game of the year. Got to get that first win out of the way. And for this Gallatin County team, they're looking to do some big things. Same way with this Carmi team. And it'd be a big test for either team, whoever gets the win.
Do want to go ahead and ask for some patience tonight as I'm going to try to call this game and run our stream at the same time. So from a couple points behind at any given point, I apologize and ask for your forgiveness. All right, here we go. Getting set for tip-off. Just like that, it's the start of the basketball season. Seems like yesterday we were starting out football. And here we are. Carmi are going to be in their road maroon uniforms. White letters, white numbers, white lines down the stripe. Stripes down the sides, I should say. Gallatin County in their home whites with orange numbers and letters outlined in blue. They'll be going left to right. Carmi going to right to left. In the 2023 basketball season underway, Richardson wins the tip. And we are rocking and rolling here in Gallatin County. Hawks have the basketball. On the right side of the key is Grant Jackson. Jackson, guarded by Driscoll, dribbling to his left. Good defense there by Driscoll. Gallatin County will reset the offense. Jackson, one-on-one against Driscoll. Goes left side to Sandifer. He puts on the floor. Hands it off to Fromm now. Fromm drives inside. Corner three near side from Sandifer is good. That's how Gallatin County starts this game. A three-point shot from Maddox Sandifer. These guys, Travis, are not scared to shoot the three-point shot.
Oh, no, they were looking for it the whole way, setting double screens, trying to get him open.
Holloman over to the right side to Edwards. Top of the circle, Driscoll. Gallatin County comes out in a man-to-man. Holloman with the right hand, now far corner. Long three for Edwards. He can't answer, and it's going to go out of bounds over next to the Gallatin County bench. Well, a good start. If you're the Hawks, get that three-point shot. They've held Carmi scoreless in their first possession. 3-0 your score. 1 minute gone here in the opening quarter. Jackson across the timeline. He's going to do the majority of the ball handling for the Hawks. On the right side, guarded now by Mason Haywood. Jackson dribbles left, wants to hand it off, picks it up, looking for Richardson, puts one up, it was tipped. Richardson grabs the offensive rebound. No foul on the attempt by Richardson. Carmi comes the other way as Edwards grabs the board. Edwards trying to attack the basket, guarded by Richardson, hands it off to Driscoll in the far corner. Driscoll with a shot fake, puts it on the floor. Now it's Dixon left top here near side to Gavin Holloman. Holloman with the dribble. Step back three for Gavin on the way. Short, got his own rebound. One dribble goes back up against the contact and hits the shot. Gallatin County looking for a foul, but Gavin Holloman scores the first points for the Bulldogs here in 2023. It's 3-2.
Gavin did a good job there by following a shot. Neither team's afraid to get the shots up early.
3-2 your scores. Again, I apologize getting the scoreboard correct on the YouTube channel. Hawks have the ball as Sandifer dribbles to his left. Bounces it to Richardson, going up against Driscoll, fading away and banks it in. Noah Richardson, his first basket. I mentioned, Travis, they're going to try to get Richardson going, especially towards the basket.
That was good defense there by Len and just better offense right there.
5-2, Hawks lead. 5:42 to go in the opening quarter. Edwards over on the right top, now on the far side. Trey Dixon, elevator screen, long three for Driscoll, rims out. Did everything but fall through. Now a loose ball on the rebound. Dixon dives for it, trying to get rid of it, and he finds Driscoll. Another opportunity here for Carmi. Driscoll gets inside and draws a foul. It's a great effort by Trey Dixon to get that loose ball.
And that's the type of plays Carmi's going to have to get going early with.
5-2 your score, 5:24 to go here in the opening quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Driscoll. A correction, it's Edwards. Top of the key, three is good. Ka-ching, a First Bank three-pointer. $3 from First Bank. to the Carmi-White County Unit 5 School District. We are tied at 5.
The old elevator screen inbound play. Mitchell Edwards, top of the key.
We saw that play a lot last year from the Bulldogs. Part of the 73-point shots Edwards hit last year. 5-5 your score, 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Wyatt Fromm on the right top. He dribbles to his left. Now a cross-court pass to Jackson, left wing. Picks up his dribble. Now it's Sandifer in the far corner. Sandifer guarded there by Driscoll. Dribbles to his right. Trying to go back door. Can't. Good defense there by Edwards. Trying to go in the post to Richardson. He's got the undersized Dixon on him. Now Sandifer fires a right wing three, and it gets the friendly bounce on the three-point shot by Maddox Sandifer. Gallatin County reclaims the lead 8-3.
That's the type of shots you'll get at home right there.
Sandifer has 6. Gallatin County leads 8-5. 4:21 to play in the first quarter. Dixon far side to Holloman. He lost his dribble. Loose ball out of bounds. Last touched by the Hawks. It will stay with Carmi. 4:16 to play here in the first quarter. 8-5 Gallatin County. Both teams trying to feel each other out. Driscoll to inbound, goes far corner. Holloman, he puts it on the floor and gets inside. Shot might have been tipped. Doesn't matter. Hawks grab the rebound. Lucas Jackson was the one that came down with it. Wyatt Fromm into the front court, directing traffic. First time he's been the ball handler tonight for the Hawks. He goes to his left, hands it off to Jackson. He will fire a three left wing. Got it. Grant Jackson from downtown. That's his first basket. And the Hawks have hit now 3 threes in this first quarter. It's 11-5. 3:42 to go in the first. Driscoll goes near side to Haywood. Pass fake, puts it on the floor over on the right top. Edwards, far corner. This is Driscoll putting it on the floor. Now picks it up. Dixon top of the key, near side. Holloman, he wants to drive baseline against Jackson, and he will draw a foul against Jackson. Kind of a tale of two teams, Travis. You can tell Carmi is wanting to attack the basket. Gallatin County not scared to shoot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, right now it's who's made more threes. This game's been a little bit of a three-point shooting competition. Carmi's trying to work that ball inside and just haven't been hitting.
They go in the near corner. Edwards will try a three off the side of the rim. Another offensive rebound. That one grabbed by Haywood and a second chance. Edwards skips inside. That shot no good. Rebound grabbed by Lucas Jackson. Hawks come the other way with 3:10 to play in the first quarter. 11-5 Gallatin County. Over on the right top, this is Grant Jackson. He'll be patient. Guarded there by Driscoll. Crossover. Jackson trying to go pick and roll with Jackson. He gets it and missed it. It was Noah Richardson who got the offensive rebound, and a foul called on the floor against Edwards. Both teams also crashing the offensive boards. 2 fouls against the Hawks in the first quarter, just 1 against Carmi, and Cade Stockton's going to get his first minutes of the night. He checks in for Mason Haywood. Inbounds pass near corner to Richardson. That one almost taken away by Stockton. Diving on the floor near side. Out of bounds. Last touch by Stockton. Gallatin County maintains possession.
That's the type of effort Carmi's going to have to see on defense here to cut into this lead.
Cade Stockton, a junior. 6th man off the bench for the Bulldogs. Sandifer on the right top. Gets it inside. Pulls up at the free throw line and hits. Maddox Sandifer fielded early on. He's got 8 of Gallatin County's 13. And the Hawks lead 13-5. 2.5 to play here in the opening quarter. Driscoll on the right top. Fakes the pass, now goes near side Edwards, near corner Dixon. Has Driscoll open the post, gets it to him. Ball poked away by Sandifer and stolen by Richardson. A Carmi takeaway, turnover that is. Takeaway for the Hawks. Now Jackson on the near side. Jackson picks up his dribble, cross-court pass. Lucas Jackson, mid-range jumper. No good. Edwards grabs the rebound. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, 13-5. Gallatin County with the lead early in this one. Edwards hands it off to Holloman, now hands it back off, or wanted to hand it off to Driscoll, can't get it to him, now he does. Driscoll, pulled up jump shot, can't bank it in, rebound Sandifer. Not the best shot of that possession, and the Hawks come the other way. Bounce pass to an open Richardson, who hits the shot and the foul as Driscoll came flying in. Richardson hit it with the contact. And a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play as Gallatin County on a 10-0 run. They lead 15-5.
Just a little miscommunication on defense right there. Richardson, you can't leave him uncovered.
Colin Monroe will check in for the Hawks. This is probably the first game of my broadcasting career that I can call without looking at a roster. Know all the kids from both sides. As Richardson hits the free throw, he's got 5, and the Hawk lead is 11 at 16-5. Sluggish start for the Bulldogs on the offensive end. Driscoll over on the right side to Holloman. Top of the key. Deep 3 for Edwards. Ka-ching! Mitchell Edwards, a first bank three-pointer. That one was deep.
Yeah, he shot that from the H.
Driscoll's got 6 as Fromm drives inside. Now it's Jackson on the left wing. He tries to penetrate, lost his dribble. Now Monroe has it. Somebody lost a knee brace or a headband on the floor. And that was Cade Stockton, who will throw his knee brace to the sideline. So Mitchell Edwards, his second three-point shot. He hit 70 three-pointers last season, 41% from beyond the arc a season ago. 16-8, deep 3 for Grant Jackson. He answers.
Can't let him step into it like that.
Jackson's got 6, and the lead back to 11. 19-8, under a minute to go in the first quarter. Driscoll directing traffic as the Hawks fans make some noise. Dixon dribbling to his left. Now it's Stockton coming near side. Driscoll has it. Crossover. Driscoll picks up his dribble. Stockton gets inside, and a foul going to be called on the floor as Stockton was looking to get to the rim. That foul will be on Colin Monroe. That is his first. That is the third foul against the Hawks in the first quarter. One thing we'll note is the new rule that went into effect in basketball at all levels is no more 1-and-1s. Team fouls reset after each quarter. After 5 fouls in the quarter, it's 2 free throws the rest of the quarter. That will take a little bit of time to get used to.
Yeah, that's a very strange rule change, but
it's all about the pace of play. They want to speed things up. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Carmi has the ball down 11. Deep 3 for Edwards, right wing. Got the bounce! Ka-ching! Mitchell Edwards, his third 3 of the quarter. And Carmi is back within 8. It's 19-11, and Gallatin will hold for 1 shot. Sandifer left side, 3 seconds. Sandifer, bounce pass Jackson, 3 at the horn. Got it. Grant Jackson with 3 threes in the quarter, and Gallatin will take an 11-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Hawks lead it 22-11 over Carmi White County. We'll step aside for a 1-minute break right here on 97.3 WRUL.
In 1925, when Farrell Hospital opened, they knew that families in El Dorado and the surrounding communities needed a hospital they could depend on, close to home. Over the years, Farrell grew to meet the needs of patients. Today, Farrell Hospital has grown to offer advanced emergency care, orthopedics, cancer, surgery, imaging, lab, and more, always keeping more care right here close to home. Farrell Hospital. You can depend on us.
Great teamwork is no accident.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop salute the area athletes.
Just as in sports, the team at Hale Body Shop work together to make sure you get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes.
Start of the second quarter here in Junction. Gallatin County leading Carmi 22-11 as we start the second quarter of play. Gallatin County 5 for 5 from beyond the arc as Cade Stockton gets inside. His layup no good off the glass. Colin Monroe grabs the rebound for the Hawks, and Gallatin County comes the other way. Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. Whitney Carter to my right. For those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel, and JC Tinsley is back at the WRUL studio as the Hawks get 2 more on the basket from Noah Richardson, who's got 7.
again, some more miscommunication on Carmi's defense.
Bulldogs trail by 13 here early in the second quarter, 24-11, and they go with the pick and roll, and Holloman's pass is too far. Well, Travis, this is what we kind of talked about. When the offense isn't working, if you're Carmi, that's when you're going to run into some trouble. You know, Edwards has got 9 points early on, but you can't rely on him all that much, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you can't rely on one player to do all the scoring for you.
That pass knocked away by Holloman. Gallatin County will maintain possession.
Yeah, no matter how good that player is, and Mitchell's really good. He's got 9 of the 11 points right now, but him making these contested threes can't continue all season. He can make a lot of them, but he can't make enough to make up a 13-point difference.
1 minute gone here in the second quarter. 24-11, Gallatin County with the lead. Jackson dribbles to his right, picks it up near corner. Monroe will try a corner three, short. Rebound grab by Cade Stockton. Kevin Wolf wanting the Bulldogs to push the pace. Driscoll gets it across the timeline. 24-11, Hawks with the lead. 6.5 to play here in the second quarter. Holloman picks up his dribble. Now it's Stockton, top of the circle, near side Driscoll. Nice baseline drive by Driscoll. Goes into the contact, no whistle. Rebound grab by Sandifer. Now the Hawks trying to push the floor. Sandifer to Monroe here on the near side. Back to Maddox Sandifer. Between the circles, he's got the ball. Guarded by Holloman. Dribbles to his right, near corner. This is Monroe. Cross-court pass. Grabbed by Jackson. Thought about a three. He hit 3 of those in the first quarter. Monroe, far side of Richardson. Guarded by Edwards. Richardson puts on the floor. Now it's Monroe between the circles. And Gallatin County going to take their time really for the remainder of the ballgame. You got a 13-point lead. Even though it's early, no point to try to force anything.
Yeah, they're going to be very patient on offense now. Now Carmine's going to have to capitalize when they make mistakes with any type of errant passes.
Maddox Sandifer pulls up for the mid-range jumper. It has been the shooting touch of Sandifer and Jackson early on for the Hawks as they lead by 15, 26-11. 5.5 to play here in the second quarter. Driscoll getting a screen from Edwards. Now a crossover. Driscoll goes baseline. They're going to call a block against Fromm. Thought they were going to get Driscoll for the charge, but the call goes in favor of the Bulldogs. Carmi will maintain possession. First Hawk foul the second quarter.
That's what needs to happen for Carmi. Got to get aggressive, go into the basket, and then it'll open up the outside game.
26-11 your score. Hawks have the lead. 5:24 to play in the second quarter. Driscoll to inbound. Elevator screen for Edwards, who has it near midcourt at the volleyball line. Edwards step back three off the back of the rim. He's able to get the long rebound and a second chance here for Carmi. Far side, Holloman has it. Now at the free throw line, it's Stockton. Almost traveled. Now it's Driscoll between the circles. Driscoll dribbles left. Now it's Trey Dixon. Dixon puts it on the floor, and a foul going to be called on Colin Monroe as he was trying to get that steal. 2 fouls now on the Hawks. They'll bring Lucas Jackson back in the ball game. Monroe will take a seat. Carmi ball trailing by 15, 26-11, 5:04 to go here in the first quarter. Dixon to inbound, gets it to Holloman in the backcourt. Bulldogs will set up the offense. Carmi could use a little run here. Either it's 5-0, 7-0, just get something to try to get the offense going.
Yeah, I need a little bit of momentum here. This is a pivotal stretch.
Driscoll puts it on the ground of the basket. He goes. That will help. And one for Landon Driscoll. His first basket. And the Bulldogs trying to cut into this Hawk lead. It's now 26-13 with the free throw to come. And this free throw is brought to you by Expressway Ford. Don't get fouled with a bad buying experience. Count on Expressway Ford Mercury, and you'll always be in the bonus. Landon Driscoll, who shot 65% from the free throw line a season ago, hits that one. Carmi back within 12 at 26-14. 4:44 to go here in the second quarter. Jackson walks it across the timeline, getting a screen from Richardson. Pulls up for 3 off the side of the rim. That's his first miss. That's the first miss from beyond the arc, or second miss from beyond the arc for the Hawks. Carmi coming the other way. Edwards, right wing, driving inside, floats one up, trying to get a foul call, couldn't get it. Dixon almost got the offensive rebound. Last touch out of bounds by the Hawks. Carmi will maintain possession. Gotta like the hustle early on from Carmi. It's twice now that Cade Stockton has dove for a loose ball. 4:22 to play in the second, 26-14, Hawks lead. Driscoll to inbound, right wing, Holloman has it. And he will walk this one back to the top of the key where he hands it off to Driscoll. Bulldogs will set up their offense. Driscoll, bounce pass near side, Stockton. Cade looks, over on the right side, Dixon. Dixon, bounce pass in the post to Edwards, working on Richardson, fades away, left it short, rebound grab by Richardson. Hawks come the other way. 4 minutes to play in the second quarter and a 12-point Gallatin County lead, 26-14. Sandifer dribbling left. Pick and pop with Richardson. Now guarded by the undersized Holloman. We'll see if they want to exploit that mismatch. 3:40 to play here in the second quarter. Almost a backcourt violation as Stockton poked that one away from Fromm. And again, we're seeing the Hawks be patient here offensively. Jackson picks up his dribble. Now goes far side Sandifer. He puts on the floor. Now pulls it back. Trying to find an open seam against this Bulldog defense. Under 3.5 to play in the second quarter. Bounce pass to Fromm at the top of the key. He almost falls down. That's because he was fouled by Cade Stockton. That'll be Cade's first. The first foul against Carmi in this quarter. So the Hawks will inbound here near side. Gallatin County with an early lead, 26-14. And Travis, thinking back to the old Doug Miller days here in Gallatin County, the old Galesburg offense. That's what the Hawks are doing right now, just killing the clock.
Being very patient. You're looking for a layup.
They go pick and roll with Richardson. Got it poked away and stolen away, but then the ball goes back into the hands of Sandifer, and the Hawks can reset. And one of those loose balls you got to get if you're Carmi, and that one knocked out of bounds by Dixon. It will stay with the Hawks.
Again, the extra effort plays is what's going to come in clutch here for Carmi to cut into this 12-point lead.
2:50 to play here in the second quarter. 26-14, Hawks with the lead. Fromm gets inside, leaves it for Jackson here near top. Jackson putting it on the floor, looking to get rid of it. Now turns and shoots, missed it. Rebound grabbed by Dixon. Great defense there by Carmi. Bulldogs trying to push the floor, down 12 early on. Dixon, now it's Driscoll with it between the circles. Driscoll waiting as Carmi now being patient offensively. Kevin Wolf says, let's go. Driscoll picks up his dribble, and Kevin Wolf is forced to use a timeout, and it's brought to you by Rush Appliance. If it's time to rethink your furniture and appliances, it's time to think Rush Appliance in Carmi and Fairfield. Back in 30 seconds. .2:19 to play in the second quarter. Gallatin County leading Carmi-White County 26-14. Bulldogs trying to find their rhythm offensively as the Hawks have been hot, especially from beyond the arc. Inbounds pass goes to Mitchell Edwards here in the near corner. He'll go to Trey Dixon between the circles. And the Bulldogs will reset their offense after the Kevin Wolf timeout. Driscoll looking, bounce pass right side to Cade Stockton, and the post it goes to Edwards. Trying to get around Richardson. They're going to call a foul on the floor against Noah Richardson. That will be his first. That is the fourth foul against the Hawks in this quarter.
That's going to be a real key for Carmi to start working the ball inside to Edwards, using that 6'6" frame and forcing Gallatin County to foul.
One more foul would mean free throws the rest of the half for Carmi. 2 minutes to go in the second. Driscoll going baseline. That one off the foot of Sandifer as he was trying to go in the near corner to Trey Dixon.
Was the field goal good?
I think it was wide right. Solid boot, though, by Sandifer. So Trey Dixon to trigger. 26-14, Gallatin County leads, 1:56 to play in the second quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Edwards. His mid-range jumper is good. Mitchell Edwards, 11 early points. And Carmi back within 10, 26-16. Travis, you want to get this to 5 before the end of the half.
Yeah, you're going to have to start cutting into this lead. This is going to be big. We're going into halftime with some momentum.
Jackson dribbles to his right, met there by Driscoll. Now wants to go baseline, back out to the top. And Sandifer has it between the circles. Sandifer dribbles to his left, met there by Edwards. Edwards gets up on him as Carmi trying to create 5 counts and not let the Hawks just dribble out this clock. Down to 1:20 to go in the second quarter. Driscoll with the steal as Fromm wasn't looking. Driscoll knocked it away and then went and got it. Big possession here for Carmi, down 10. Driscoll on the right top, bounce pass near side Dixon. In the post it goes to Holloman, and he's going to draw the foul as Richardson went up to try to block the shot. 2 free throws coming up for Gavin Holloman.
And defense leads to offense here. Landon Driscoll coming up with a big steal, then going down, run a nice set play, and getting Gavin Holloman to the free throw line. Now Carmine's going to be in the double bonus for the rest of this half.
Craig Utterback not happy. He wants a timeout. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds on 97.3 WRUL.
You can buy more of what you want when you save on what you need. Save on meal ingredients by shopping Little Giant Grocery Outlet in Carmi. Little Giant's team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing savings just so you can shop confidently, knowing that you can come in anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce, and frozen goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
Back here at Gallatin County, Bulldogs trying to cut into this Hawks lead as the Bulldogs trail 26-16. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you. Whitney Carter, am I right? JC Tinsley back at the WRUL studio. Appreciate the 158 of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Carmi playing their first game of the season. Gallatin County looking for their first win. They fell to Grayville last night, 54-36. But a much better offensive performance for the Hawks here tonight. So Gavin Holloman will shoot 2 Expressway Ford free throws, and the first one is up and good. Gavin's got 3. Makes it 26-17. Make it 26-18. Bulldogs back within 8. Big final minute here in the first half. One team can grab momentum. Be big going into halftime.
And if you're Carmi, you got to get up in Gallatin County, not let them dribble this clock out.
Sandifer falls down, loose ball from in Stockton fight for it. They're going to call a quick jump ball. And the arrow favoring the Hawks. That's one thing we saw a lot, Travis, last year as the season went on. Referees very quick to calling jump balls. Prime example right there. And I get it. You don't want to let them battle for it too long and have an elbow be thrown, but, see what happens. Fromm gets inside, trying to drive against Stockton. Now on the near side as Dylan Rushing has checked into the game for the Hawks. Sandifer will dribble this one out. Now 28 seconds. Hawks very well might hold for one shot. Sandifer guarded by Holloman, trying to get inside. Gavin tried to poke it away. Now it's Richardson near half court with 17 seconds. Sandifer calling out the play. 13 seconds now. Sandifer dribbles to his right. Met there by Dixon. Almost traveled. Nope, he did travel. Near side official with the call. Craig Utterback not happy about that. Now 7.2 seconds to go. Holloman, now Driscoll, 5 seconds. Driscoll back to Holloman, 3 seconds. Driscoll has it long, 3 at the horn. Got it! Ka-ching! First bank three-pointer for Landon Driscoll to end the half. Exactly what Carmi needed. And the Bulldogs are back within 5 as we go to the locker room. Big shot by Driscoll.
That is a big-time play. We needed to cut it with 5 going into halftime, and that's exactly what happened. The senior steps up.
Halftime score, Gallatin County with a 5-point lead, 26-21. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break, come back with the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Welcome to Pro Rehab Carmi, where our passion is getting you back to life faster. It is our privilege to walk with you every step of the way using evidence-based treatments specifically created just for you. Whether it's sports, general orthopedics, or pelvic floor rehab, you are in the right hands. Your results are worth fighting for, and our team fights for you.
Call 384-7872 or visit Pro Rehab on Main in Carmi and get back to life faster.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. Life is always about change, and most businesses have to evolve to succeed. You want to be the best at what you do and do the things you like the most. We want to help you achieve that goal. We can help you design your records to evaluate what's the most profitable aspects. We can also help you evaluate what services are complementary and best offered together to your market niche customers. You know your business, but having the records to back up your business decisions can help with a business loan or just with peace of mind. Contact Nancy J. Winter CPA, Carmine, 382-2364.
Doing business in today's world can be complicated, time-consuming, and expensive. People's National Bank is here to help your business not only survive, but thrive. With modern-day products such as remote deposit capture, ACH payments, merchant card services, and commercial line of credit sweeps, we can get you paid faster, protect your risk, and make your money work hard for you. Hi, this is Melinda with People's National Bank. Give me a call today and get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Shop, click, drive. It's that simple with RiceMotors.com. Picks and pricing updated several times a day. Even vehicles in transit. You get the first look when you shop RiceMotors.com. Got an idea of what you're looking for? Want to schedule a service appointment? You can do it all. Rice Motors has served the region for 90 years. And with RiceMotors.com, it's never been easier for you to shop. Click, drive. RiceMotors.com. Visit now.
Roark Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling that many in this area have depended on. Roark Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling from parking lots, driveways, and washouts. Roark Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember Roark Transport for fast, dependable service. Call Roark Transport today at 265-3665. Back here at Gallatin County High School, where the Hawks lead the Bulldogs 26-21. But Travis, a fantastic end to the second quarter for the Bulldogs. Gallatin led by as many as 12, I believe, in that second quarter. But Carmi, a bit of a run there to end the half like we said they needed to. Got it down to 5 and a big shot by Driscoll there in the second quarter.
Yeah, it really came down to Carmi's defense. They only created one turnover on Gallatin County's part in the first quarter. In the second quarter, they come up with 3. 2 really the last 2 to 3 minutes there of that second quarter, and they just turned it up, that defensive effort, and defense leads to offense, and that's starting to get them going on the offensive end. I mean, early on they struggled, and Gallatin County couldn't miss, and now with the defensive pressure from Carmi's side turning up, it's starting to make Gallatin County miss shots and get going to the other end.
The halftime show is brought to you by the Jordan Funeral Group, remembering lives well lived and honoring the tradition of Bulldog sports. Visit jordanfuneralgroup.com for more. Individual scoring line first for Gallatin County. They were led in scoring by Maddox Sandifer, who had 10 points there in the first half. Grant Jackson had 9 and 7 from Noah Richardson. That alone, Travis, really only 3 guys scoring for the Hawks. They've hit some shots. I think overall defensively, Carmi obviously a couple things to clean up on, but they're not going to make every shot. But I think defensively, limiting those 3 guys to doing the damage is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, and early on it was just miscommunication on defense where they're switching every ball screen, every pick and roll, every screen they're switching, and then they're just losing track of one guy, and that one guy seems to be the shot or the man hitting the shot. And there's a lot of times we're just leaving them open on the three-point line, and they were making us pay. They didn't miss a single three-pointer in that first quarter, going 5 of 5. So Carmi, knowing where people are, defensive pressure creeping up, leads to offense.
You want to take a look around at the regional scoreboard that's built by Carmi Lumber, helping to assemble and shape a better community. That's Carmi Lumber. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber on 3rd Street in Carmi. Looking at some girls basketball scores at the Lady Foxes Invite. It was Lawrenceville defeating Gallatin County 41-37. From the Vienna tournament, boys side, it was El Dorado defeating Carrier Mills 58-32. Back to girls basketball, Johnson City leading Cairo 24-21 at the break. Anna Jonesboro defeats Harrisburg. Anna Jonesboro defeats El Dorado 46-37. at the Harrisburg Preview Tournament. Carmi was up big over West Frankfort last I heard at halftime there in their game tonight at the Harrisburg Preview Tournament. They were up 21-10 at the end of the first quarter. Individual scoring line for the Bulldogs. They were led by Mitchell Edwards, who had 11 points, 6 from Landon Driscoll and 3 from Gavin Holloman. Well, I made the point about Gallatin only having 3 scores, and it was the same thing for Carmi. And Travis, really, those 3 guys are really the guys who are going to look to make shots. Obviously, Trey Dixon, Mason Haywood, Cade Stockton, those guys, their job is to get those 3 the basketball. And I think if you're Kevin Wolf, you're pleased with getting that production, at least at this point.
Yeah, those are the 3 guys with the most varsity experience. Those are the 3 guys you expect to step up and score the basketball. And those other 3 guys are there to kind of move it around, take shots when they're open, and make those hustle plays, which Trey Dixon and Cade Stockton and Mason Hayward were doing in that first half there when Carmi started making their run.
Again, halftime score, Gallatin County leading the Bulldogs 26-21. Travis, what are the team stats looking like?
Carmi shot 7 of 19 from the floor for 37%, 4 of 9 for 44% from deep, and was perfect from the charity stripe with going 3 of 3, 3 offensive rebounds, 5 defensive rebounds, and 3 turnovers. And Gallatin County shot 10 of 18 for 56%, 5 of 7 from deep for 71% from behind the line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, and 3 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds to 4 turnovers.
Okay, your halftime score, Gallatin County leads it 26-21. This is the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. Be back for the third quarter right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Slay's Restoration, restoring communities for more than 30 years with a rapid response fleet equipped to handle any size loss, wind damage, fire restoration, water damage, mold removal, and remediation. Slay's Restoration is there when you need them most, working to bring your property to better than before condition with state-of-the-art technology and hard work. The #1 disaster restoration company for water, fire, wind, and mold. Visit slaysrestoration.com to learn more.
Welcome to Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, where small town service meets the selection of a big city. We proudly offer top-notch American-made mowers, quality you can rely on. Envy Neighborhood Vehicles, perfect for family fun or cruising around your neighborhood. We are also your destination for Traeger Grills, Diamond Pet Food, MFA Farm Feed, everything you need in one place. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, not the same old store you're used to. We're different and we're proud of it. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, where small town value meets big city selection.
Big thanks to the boss man, J.C. Tinsley, back at the WRUL studio. The lovely Whitney Carter to my right, working the camera for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you as Gallatin County leads Carmi at the half, 26-21. This has been the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show. Travis, really, I think for the Bulldogs, your key to that second half is going to be you've got to get these guys going offensively. You know, if you look back to Carmi's 6 losses last season, I don't think it's because they played bad defense. It's because there were nights where the ball just wouldn't fall in the hoop, and that happens. But with the way Gallatin shot the ball in the first half, Carmi's got to find a way to get those shots to fall, which they did there at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, and how you get those shots to fall is get things going towards the basket, make it easier, make that basket open up. Sometimes it feels like there's a lid on it when you're taking so many outside jump shots, which is what Carmi loves to do. But how you open it up is to get things going to the basket. You see it go through once, you see it go through twice, and it gets the confidence rolling, and then it spreads throughout the team.
So again, the Bulldogs will have the next 6 days off after tonight. They'll be back in action on Monday as they take on Sparta. And the first night of the DuCoin Tip-Off Classic, Carmi will play Sparta on Monday, Cesar-Valliere on Tuesday, then Heron on Friday. They're doing it a little bit different this year, not a pure round robin. It will be pool play and then your 5th, 3rd championship. Maybe it's 7th, 5th, 3rd championship on Saturday. So the Bulldogs will play 4 games in DuCoin next week. We'll have all 4 of those on 97.3 WRUL only. No YouTube streams next week up in DuCoin. Just the old-fashioned radio dial. All right, here we go. Starting off the third quarter, Carmi has the basketball. They're going left to right here in the second half. Dixon tries to force a pass down low to Driscoll, and that was knocked away by Noah Richardson, but he got him on the hand. That will be the second foul on the big senior Richardson. 26-21, Gallatin County with the lead. Here's to start the third quarter of play. Driscoll in the post, that blocked shot. That shot blocked by Sandifer. And then Driscoll commits the foul, trying to reach and get the ball back. That will be Landon's first foul.
And trying to get Landon going in the post early. He has a little bit of a size advantage there, being 6'3", but good post help defense there by Gallatin County.
26-21, Hawks with the lead and the ball. Noah Richardson walks it across the timeline. Bounces it near side to Grant Jackson. Jackson looks, lobs it backdoor for Richardson. Alley-oop, layup, no good. Rebound, Edwards. Carmi on the run. Edwards into the front court with the left hand, guarded by Fromm. Trying to work on Fromm. Gets him up in the air. No call. Now it's Haywood. Far corner, Driscoll. Open lane to the basket. He goes. Double clutch shot up and good for Landon Driscoll. 5 straight for him, and the Bulldogs are within 3. It's 26-23.
Good play there by Mason Haywood. He had the wide open three-point shot. Pass it up for a better look there for Landon.
Great job by the Bulldogs moving the ball on that possession. 26-23, Hawks lead by 3. 1 minute gone here in the third quarter. Jackson over on the right top, guarded by Driscoll as the Hawks trying to set up their offense. Bounce pass in the post to Lucas Jackson. Jackson guarded by Dixon, trying to go to the rim. Picks it up, now fades away, gets the bounce. Home bounce there for Lucas Jackson. That is his first basket of the evening. And the Hawks back up by 5 at 28-23.
Great defense there by Trey Dixon. Sometimes just better O.
Mitchell Edwards has the basketball on the right top. Edwards guarded by Richardson, goes left side to Holloman. Bounce pass over on the right top to Haywood. Haywood looking. Now gives it to Driscoll, left side. Driscoll puts on the floor. Now it's Dixon. Ball above his head, trying to call out the Bulldog offense. Holloman, far corner 3, left it short. Rebound grabbed by Jackson. He throws it up ahead. That one's stolen away by Driscoll. Carmi has numbers. Driscoll pulls up, and that shot won't go. Very much of a rush shot there for Driscoll when Carmi had numbers after the interception, and it leads to Lucas Jackson getting his shot blocked by Edwards out of bounds. So both teams trying to get out and run in transition. But Edwards blocked that shot out of bounds. 5:52 to play in the third. 28-23 Hawks as Richardson will draw the foul in the post. They're going to call it on the shot, so a couple of free throws coming up for Richardson.
Let's see who this is on.
Scoreboard says Mason Haywood. That is his first. Second foul against Carmi here in the third quarter. First free throw for Richardson off the back of the rim. Gallatin County did not shoot the ball very well last night at the free throw line. Big part of their 18-point loss to the Bison. Second free throw for Richardson on the way. Gets that one. Noah's got 8. Hawks up by 6. 29-23. Driscoll into the front court. Bounce pass left side. Edwards top of the circle. Dixon now near side to Haywood. Elevator screen. They get the ball to Driscoll. Trying to drive inside. Got it poked away. Got it back. Now it's Holloman going baseline. But before Driscoll got that pass off, they called a foul against the Hawks. That one going to go against Grant Jackson. That's his third. That's a big foul. Jackson with 9 points, second leading scorer for the Hawks. So he'll come out. Colin Monroe will check in. Neither team's going to go very deep on their bench. Both have just played 7 guys tonight. Edwards catches the inbounds pass and misses the three. Offensive rebound, Holloman. He goes up and draws a foul. Gavin Holloman as Carmi continues to crash the offensive boards.
Great second effort there by Gavin.
Gavin going to shoot a pair of Expressway Ford Mercury free throws. Don't get fouled with a bad buying experience. Count on Expressway Ford Mercury, and you'll always be in the bonus. So first of two here for Gavin Holloman. He hits that one. Gavin's got 4. Last year, Gavin, a 68% free throw shooter, one of the best on the team. As Dylan Rushing will check in here for the Hawks. Holloman goes 2 for 2. Carmi back within 4, 29-25. 5:22 to play in the third quarter. From across the timeline, guarded there by Haywood. Dribbles to his left, near corner, it's Sandifer. Puts it on the floor with the right hand. Between the legs, now trying to get it over to Fromm. He does left top. Fromm now dribbles as Craig Utterback calls the offense. Fromm guarded by Haywood. He goes to his right, trying to get rid of it. Now gets it off to Sandifer, top of the key. Sandifer thought about a three, but Driscoll able to catch up. Now he dribbles to his right. Sandifer looking, now dribbling left. Now it's Fromm left top. Fromm puts on the floor. Right side to Richardson. It's kind of a basic flex offense here for the Hawks as Richardson tries to bounce one down low, threw it right to Mason Haywood. Big possession here for the Bulldogs, down by 4. Kevin Wolf says, let's hurry up. Calls out the offense. Driscoll gives it over to Holloman left top. Back over to Driscoll. He puts it on the floor, gets inside. Driscoll got stripped. Out of bounds it goes. Last touched by the Hawks. It will stay with Carmi. With 4:26 on the clock here in the third quarter. Thank you, Travis. I told you I was going to be a little behind on the scoreboard tonight. 29-25 is the score as Holloman tries to force one up. He was looking for the foul, missed it, but Trey Dixon able to get the offensive rebound. Another chance here for Carmi. Near corner, Holloman three, missed it. Edwards tries to fly in and get the board. He can't. Lucas Jackson comes up with it, and he travels. Or do they call a foul? No, they say travel. Jackson came in and grabbed the rebound. He tripped over Edwards. Craig Utterback can't believe it. Carmi gets the benefit there.
Yeah, that was a very interesting scene right there. Shot goes up, rebound, turn the ball over, shot goes up.
It's about Carmi's 4th opportunity on this possession. Still trailing by 4, 29-25. Dixon gets it in, far corner at Holloman. He puts it on the floor, gets inside. Blocking foul is the call.
One signal for the charge, one signal for the foul.
No, they said charge. It was the official near midcourt that made the call. The baseline official, I was waiting for a call from him.
He looked like he was going to call block. And
I thought so too.
The outer official there called charge.
So a foul against Gavin, that's his first. A turnover for Carmi. 3 fouls apiece here in the third quarter. Under 4 to go in the third. 29-25, Gallatin County with the lead. In the ball as Sandifer has it on the right top. Now it's Fromm between the circles. He'll direct traffic, and he hands it off to Richardson in front of the Gallatin County bench. Richardson waiting. Crossover guarded by Edwards. Bounce pass to Sandifer. Sandifer trying to get past Driscoll. Picks up his dribble. Now gets it over to Rushing. That ball poked away. Holloman dives for it. Loose ball. Rushing picks it up. Gallatin has numbers now at the other end. It's Richardson. Shot fake fade. Smith left it short. Loose rebound. They're going to call a jump ball here, and the arrow favors the Hawks. Gavin almost got a steal and a bucket there as Rushing almost wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it was almost a steal there for Carmi. Then it was a 4-on-1 or 4-on-3 back, and then turned into a foul.
3:10 to play here in the third. Sandifer in the near corner. He'll put it on the floor, and he'll go back between the circles. 29-25 Hawks, 3 minutes to play in the third. Sandifer thought about pulling up for 3, guarded by the junior Stockton. Hands it off to Jackson. Now it's Fromm trying to get inside. Sandifer, far corner 3, missed it short. And Dixon fight with Fromm for the rebound. Loose ball ends up in the hands of Richardson, who lays it in. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. And the Hawks back up by 6, 31-25. Driscoll between the circles. Hands it off to Holloman on the right top. Ball poked in the air by Rushing. Holloman able to get it back. Rushing all over him. And a foul going to be called against Dylan Rushing. Momentum slowly starting to creep over back to the maroon, or the orange and navy.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of mental toughness here it's going to take from Carmi. Gallatin County's brought that pressure right back up. Now it's turn Carmi to respond.
Hawks fans get on their feet. Dixon in the far corner. That ball kicked by Sandifer as he was trying to get it to Mitchell Edwards. Edwards, who has been quiet in the second half, only 2 points in this quarter.
Yeah, and he's only taken one shot.
31-25, Hawks with the lead. They've led the majority of the ball game. Edwards, left side three, ka-ching! First bank three-pointer. There he is. He's got 14. Carmi back within 3.
Right on cue.
31-28 with 2:10 to play in the third. Far corner, it's Richardson. He puts it on the floor. Tries to get inside. Floater off the back of the rim. Talk about a home bounce for Noah Richardson. He's starting to heat up. He's got 12. That one hit every part of the rim. These are new rims also here in this gym. You wouldn't think that with some of these bounces. Driscoll trying to get inside. Now it's Edwards with it. Behind the back, guarded by Richardson. Edwards had to pick up his dribble. Man, Richardson all over him. I was going to say they have to call a foul there. Richardson was all over him. Fromm's going to be the one that picks up the foul as he came from behind and took the handoff from Edwards. And that is foul number 5 for Gallatin County in this half, which means 2 free throws for the Bulldogs for the next 100 seconds.
That's pretty quick math, Cole.
I am a college-educated man, Travis.
There you go.
So Mitchell will shoot 2 Expressway Ford free throws, and the first one is up and good. Mitchell shot 74% from the free throw line last year. This one can make it a 1-possession game. Got them both. 16 for Mitchell. And Carmi back within 3 at 33-30. 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Fromm into the front court. We'll see how long the Hawks want to hold on to this one. Fromm guarded by Stockton. Dribbles to his left, hands it off now to Richardson. On the right side, guarded by Edwards, picks it up. Now a bounce pass down low to Fromm. He corrals it, picks up his dribble, now got it poked away, and a foul going to be called against Mitchell Edwards as he was going for the steal. Aggressive defense there from Mitchell, and it results in a foul. That is his second. 33-30 your score. Gallatin County with the lead and the ball. 1:10 to play here in the third. They lob it into Lucas Jackson near midcourt. He'll get it over to Sandifer. We approach the 1-minute mark here in the third. And the Hawks will gladly hang on to this one as long as they can. Hands it off Richardson here near side, guarded by Edwards. Edwards shading him to go left. He does go left. Gets inside. Floater too hard off the backboard. Rebound to Driscoll up ahead. Driscoll trying to get inside against Rushing. Shot fake, goes against the contact, missed it. Got his own rebound, put it up and in. Landon Driscoll with 10. Carmi within 1, 33-32.
Great extra effort there by the senior.
30 seconds to play here in the third. Fromm across half court. He will dribble it as the Hawks look to hold for one shot. Fromm dribbles left, and an illegal screen going to be called against Noah Richardson. That is his third foul. So Jackson has 3, Richardson has 3, and that will force Isaac Walters to come into the ball game, his first action of the night. As Carmi can take the lead here at the end of the third quarter. 33-32 as the Hawks apply some full court pressure. But they clear out as Holloman will take it across the timeline. 16 seconds. Bulldogs will hold for one shot. Now 10 seconds. Near side, Edwards. Driscoll between the circles. Dixon dribbling into the far corner. Now it's Holloman. 3 seconds. Holloman gets inside. Layup. Good! As time runs out in the third quarter, the Bulldogs have climbed all the way back and reclaimed the lead. 34-33. Great shot by Holloman.
Yeah, that's a good job. Got Gavin going downhill, used his body well to shield the defender. Nice, easy layup. That's a big run right there by Carmi.
Bulldogs lead 34-33. We go to the fourth quarter, back in 30 seconds on 97.3 WRUL.
Welcome to Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi. Excellence in eye care.
From thorough examinations utilizing advanced equipment and technology to premier optical products, here at Taylor Eye Care, we treat every patient like family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Simply put, we are excellence in eye care.
If you're looking to brighten and enhance your vision, don't hesitate to contact us today. 382-4683.
Back here in Junction, the Bulldogs have climbed all the way back, down by 12 plus in the first half. A monster third quarter, and they've taken a 34-33 lead as we go to the fourth and final period. Travis, this game has been everything that I expected it to be and then some.
Yeah, it's one of those season openers there, helter-skelter. Both teams have their, times where they look unbeatable and times where they look like they don't know what they're doing. But yeah, it's classic first game of the year, but it's been a really fun one.
Carmi has a 1-point lead as 4 different guys touch the ball before they get it across half court. They go left side to Cade Stockton. At the free throw line, Driscoll. Nice bounce pass to Edwards down low. Gets Richardson up in the air and hits the layup. Great job by Mitchell Edwards there in the post. He's got 18, and Carmi has their largest lead of the night, 36-33.
Yeah, did a good job at being patient and using his body, using his shot fake to get the defender up in the air.
Edwards poked that one out of the hands of Richardson. Ball goes out of the bounds into the Hawks bench. So Richardson back in the game, Jackson back in the game, both playing with 3 fouls. With 7.5 to play here in the ball game. Of course, the team foul department clears after each quarter. 5 fouls means free throws. Jackson pulls up for 3 off the back of the rim. Got his own rebound, then goes back up. Second attempt, no good. Out of bounds, last touch by Carmi. With 7:16 to play here in the ball game. 36-33 Bulldogs. They lob it in for Richardson, the alley-oop, and he lays it in.
I fell asleep right there. Carmi's defense got caught napping.
Richardson has 14 on the night, and the Hawks back within 1, 36-35. Backdoor cut, Edwards lays it in. 15 for Edwards.
And now Gallatin County's defense gets caught napping right there. Good offensive action there by Carmi.
Correction, 20 for Edwards. Miscounted my tally marks. And Carmi back up by 3, 38-35. Sandifer near top, guarded by Holloman. Bounce pass over on the right side to Fromm. Far corner goes to Richardson. He looks, now puts it on the floor. Guarded by Edwards. Picks up his dribble. Leaves it for Jackson between the circles. Hawks looking for a good shot, down by 3. Jackson, guarded there by Driscoll. Now puts it on the floor. Gets in the near corner to Fromm. Almost lost it. Able to get it back. Guarded by Cade Stockton. Gets inside. Lost it. Left it for Richardson, who lays it in. Richardson with 16. Hawks back within 2. They're back within 1, I should say. 38-37. 6 minutes to play. Driscoll hands it off. Edwards, catch and shoot 3, short. Offensive rebound, another one as Trey Dixon gets it. Now Edwards back inside, rims out, got his own rebound and put it in. 22 for Edwards.
Good second and third effort there by Carmi.
40-37. Carmi has crashed the offensive boards all night long. Hawks have the ball. Grant Jackson with it between the circles. Near side of Richardson. He'll dribble it now to the top of the key over on the right side to Wyatt Fromm. He wants to get inside. Back to Richardson. Guarded there by Edwards. He puts it on the floor. Picks it up. Now it's Grant Jackson again. He dribbles right. Step back 3-point shot over Edwards. Way off the mark. And Driscoll grabs the rebound, but he lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Driscoll trying to get ahead of himself there, looking to go up the floor before he really had possession. And so the Hawks will get it back. 40-37, Carmi leads, 5:15 to play here in the ball game. Jackson left top will walk it now to the Hawks logo at midcourt. Guarded there by Landon Driscoll. On the far side, it goes to Sandifer. Bounce pass to Fromm between the circles, right back to Jackson. As the Hawks being very patient here offensively. Bulldogs lead by 3, 5 minutes to play. Jackson, crossover, looking to get inside, picks it up, gets inside, floater, no good. Big rebound by Edwards. Carmi's got numbers. Holloman by himself in front of everybody, and he lays it in. Gavin Holloman's got 10. Carmi, the lead is 5, 42-37. 4.5 to play. Fromm trying to get inside against Stockton, lays it in, and one. Wyatt Fromm, his first basket. First time we've seen him be aggressive tonight. Colin Monroe will check in as Maddox Sandifer takes a seat. 4:27 to play in the ballgame. Carmi leading 42-39. And one opportunity and a free throw here for Wyatt Fromm. Missed it. Rebound tipped, and the Hawks get the offensive board. They go right back to Fromm. Now Richardson, floater, air ball. Monroe grabs the offensive rebound, and he threw that off the foot of Mitchell Edwards, which means it stays on this side of the floor. It's a tough break for Carmi. He threw it right to Edwards.
Yeah.
Greg, go ahead, Travis. Well, we got a timeout, so you might as well say what we had.
I was going to say the second effort there by Gallatin County, just not boxing out by Carmi, led to all that happening.
We'll go ahead and keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout being called by Craig Utterback, and it's brought to you by Rush Appliance. But, really, Travis, this has become a defensive game. Early on it was a shootout, both teams hitting shots, but defense is going to win this game for one side or the other.
Yeah, and defense has led to offense for either team, whether it be a turnover or missed assignment on defense. Defense has been the key to this game, whether it be giving up a backdoor layup or turn the ball over or what have you. It's just both teams right now are in a struggle on offense where they seem like they can't find the basket. They can't find the ocean if they were in a boat. It's just they got to slow the pace down a little bit. Both teams are playing really, really fast.
After the timeout, Gallatin does have possession, as it was a full timeout that was called by Craig Utterback. As far as timeouts to go, Carmi still got 5. Gallatin County has 3 to their credit. Lots of basketball left. 5:18 left to play. Cole Carter with you. Travis Black, J.C. Tinsley back at the WRUL studio. Whitney Carter running the camera for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Noah Richardson will inbound. Gets it over to Wyatt Fromm as the Hawks will set up their offense. Fromm dribbles to his right. Met there by Cade Stockton. Elevator screen for Jackson. He's been relatively quiet here in the second half. Hit 3 threes in the first quarter. Hasn't scored since. Here's Lucas Jackson over on the right side of Monroe. Far corner, they get it to Jackson. Now it's back to Monroe. They'll leave it for Grant Jackson at the midcourt logo. Under 4 minutes to play. 42-39. Jackson dribbles between his legs. Guarded by Edwards. Lost it. Loose ball. Driscoll comes up with it. They're going to call a jump ball. No, is that a foul? They say foul against Gallatin County.
Yeah, loose ball foul.
They're going to get Grant Jackson. That's his 4th. So Jackson, who's been playing the second half with foul trouble, picked up 3 in the second quarter. He's got 4, and Craig Utterback's going to have to bring in a sub, but he will at the next dead ball. 42-39. Carmi up by 3, 3.5 to play here in the ball game. Dixon left top, dribbles left, hands it off to Holloman, looking to get inside. Spin to the rim. Holloman draws the foul, and 2 free throws coming up for Gavin Holloman.
Good little set play there, getting Holloman going downhill.
So Gavin will shoot 2 as Jackson was the one that committed the foul. That's his 5th. So Grant Jackson has fouled out of this ball game, and Maddox Sandifer forced to come in.
And that's a worst case scenario there for Gallatin County.
Utterback was trying to get Sandifer in the game after the last foul, the loose ball foul, as Utterback motions to Jackson on his way out. You got to use your head. That's a tough break for the Hawks as, wow, somebody opened a door as Holloman airballs the first Expressway Ford free throw.
Yeah, I got a little cold in here, a little chilly.
Wow, 42-39, still a 3-point Carmi lead. That one also missed, but Edwards able to get the offensive rebound. Mitchell goes up, shot blocked by Richardson. It goes out of bounds, last touch by the Hawks. So Carmi will keep possession.
Good second effort there by Edwards.
42-39 your score. Carmi to inbound. Driscoll has the basketball. Far corner, it's Edwards, guarded by Richardson. And we're going to get a foul in the post called against Wyatt Fromm. Foul number 4 on the Hawks, or correction, number 3 on the Hawks in this quarter, the third on Fromm. A little bit of foul trouble here for Gallatin County. Fromm has 3, Richardson has 3. We just saw Grant Jackson foul out. Elevator screen, Edwards 3 off the inbounds pass, left it short. Another offensive rebound. Trey Dixon keeps the possession alive, and then Edwards gets fouled by Richardson. That's his 4th.
We got a timeout?
No.
Calling
correction,
timeout.
no foul. No foul. It was the timeout that was called by Kevin Wolf. So no foul on Richardson. He's only got 3, and a timeout taken by Kevin Wolf. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds.
What you need when you need it. Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi has what you need. From outpatient therapy serving pediatrics to geriatrics when you need it. Flexible hours for your convenience, state-of-the-art equipment, private treatment rooms, and personalized programs tailored to fit you and delivered by a therapy team committed to compassionate care. Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi. Learn more by calling 382-2927 today or search Wabash Christian Therapy on Facebook. Wabash Christian Therapy in Carmi. Better every day.
3:11 to play in this one. Carmi hanging on to a 3-point lead, 42-39. Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. J.C. Tinsley back at the WRUL studio. The lovely Whitney Carter to my right, running the camera for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. It's been a fun one here in Junction. Carmi trying to escape with a 1-0 start. Gallatin County trying to avoid an 0-2 start to this season. Holloman has the basketball. He takes it across the timeline. Near side, Trey Dixon has it. That is Dixon. Almost lost it. Picks it up now. Bounce pass to Stockton. Gets it over to Driscoll with a jab step. Now Driscoll will bring it back out to midcourt. Kevin Wolf calls out a new play. Hands it off to Mitchell Edwards. Guarded there by Richardson. Carmi leading by 3. Under 3 to play. Holloman has it now in front of the Carmi bench. Pick and pop with Edwards. Not there. Holloman picks it up. Now it's Driscoll between the circles. Driscoll will patiently dribble this one back. Picks up his dribble now. Still looking to get rid of it. Still looking. Now a bounce pass near side to Stockton. Back to Driscoll. 2.5 to play. 42-39. Carmi up by 3. Edwards left top. Now it's Stockton between the circles. Stockton puts it on the floor. Left side Edwards. Shot fake. Got Richardson up in the air. Now drives in. Foul against the Hawks. And 2 free throws coming up for Mitchell Edwards. As Lucas Jackson tried to draw a charge, or they get that on a Richardson on the reach. They get it on a Richardson on the reach. That's Richardson's 4th. So we thought Richardson committed his 4th foul before the timeout. That one is his 4th foul. And so 2 free throws here for Mitchell Edwards. First one no good. That's 3 straight free throw misses for Carmi. These free throws brought to you by Expressway Ford.
Yeah, 3 straight misses after starting a clean 7 for 7.
Edwards able to hit that one. He's got 23. It's now a 2-possession Carmi lead, 43-39. Into the front court, Wyatt Fromm has the basketball. Hands it off to Richardson. Richardson directing traffic. Now drives past Edwards. Euro step inside. Nice move by Noah Richardson. He lays it in. He's got 18. Hawks back within 2. Big possession here. Driscoll across the timeline. Backdoor cut. It's Dixon who corrals it and draws a foul. Great job by Dixon going backdoor and a great pass by Driscoll. And 2 big free throws coming up.
It's going to be interesting to see who this foul was on.
They call it on Colin Monroe. That's his 4th as Dixon misses the first free throw. 43-41. Second free throw by Dixon. Got that one. It's the first point for Trey. Carmi up by 3 at 44-41. 95 seconds left to play as the Hawk faithful gets on their feet to make some noise. Richardson in the far corner. Puts it on the floor now. He'll dribble it to the midcourt logo between the circles. Richardson crossover trying to get around Edwards, and Driscoll meets him, and they're going to get a foul against Landon Driscoll on the floor. Landon was trying to get the ball from Richardson. That is the third on Driscoll. (44-41). Fromm to inbound. They'll have it up top to Richardson. Now it's Jackson between the circles. Off to Fromm. He dribbles right. Gallatin County looks a little bit confused offensively now. Richardson has it. Over on the right side, Monroe. Monroe will dribble in front of the Gallatin County bench. Monroe picks up his dribble. Now it's Richardson, guarded by Edwards. Richardson lost his dribble, threw it up, missed it. Rebound Driscoll. Under a minute to play. Carmi leads by 3. 44-41. Driscoll here near side. No point for Carmi even to attempt a shot here. That's exactly what Kevin Wolf was going to say during this timeout. It's a 30-second timeout brought to you by Rush Appliance, and we will take one with them. Back in 30 seconds.
The Carmi Kiwanis Club would like to genuinely thank the community for enjoying and supporting another wonderful Corn Day in Carmi. Special thanks goes to sponsors for helping fund our annual festival. And congratulations to perennial float powerhouse Brownsville School for their wonderful parade entry and winning the Roaring 20s theme parade, as well as our brand new Corn King and Queen, Aiden Jordan and Ansley Healy. The Carmi Kiwanis Club, proudly serving the children of the world.
47 seconds to play. Mason Haywood has checked back into the ball game for Carmi as the Bulldogs lead Gallatin County 44-41. Haywood will inbound. He gets into Driscoll into the backcourt. Carmi does not have to put up a shot. One more foul will put Carmi at the free throw line. They're actually already in the bonus for the rest of the game. Holloman falls down, had to throw it away, and the Hawks get a steal. Tough break for the Bulldogs, and Craig Utterback will call a full timeout. Talk about an unfortunate event there for the Bulldogs. Holloman falls down as he was trying to get to the basket.
Yeah, lost his footing there, and that's a hapless turnover.
So Carmi leading by 3, 44-41, 32.6 seconds on the clock. And Craig Utterback calls another timeout. Both teams have 2 left. You know, Travis, if you're Gallatin County, you know, you don't want to waste time. I don't think you necessarily need a 3 right away. I'm trying to attack something at the rim right away.
Yeah, you got to look for something going to the rim. You have plenty of time, but with the new free throw shooting rules, but being in the double bonus, you got to expect Carmi to miss 1 or 2 in a row, which I would say at the beginning of the game wouldn't be likely to happen, but missing, 4 out of their last 6, it's a possibility, so you got to get something quick going to the basket early.
32.6 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs trying to hang on. They've led the entirety of this fourth quarter after trailing almost the entirety of the first half. They took the lead right at the end of the third. They've been able to hang on to it ever since. So the Hawks break the huddle after the timeout. Richardson will inbound. 32.6 seconds on the clock. 44-41, Bulldogs lead. Fromm walks to the cross half court. Guarded by Driscoll. Fromm over to his right. Picks up his dribble. Now in the far corner it's Monroe. Monroe looking, still looking, and a timeout taken by Craig Utterback. Didn't like where that play was going. This will be a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and take one as well. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. Back in 30 seconds. 18.7 seconds on the clock. Gallatin County has the basketball, and Carmi has a 3-point lead. 44-41. Sanford to inbound. Slaps the basketball, gets into Richardson in the far corner. Now it's Fromm on the right top. Far corner, Sanford has it. He drives baseline, picks it up. Richardson fires for three. We are tied. Noah Richardson ties the game. 5 seconds left. Holloman into the front court. Holloman throws it up, no good. Driscoll grabs it. Trey Dixon missed it at the buzzer.
And we got free basketball.
Carmi had a look. Now, are they going to count the basket? What are they saying? What are they going to say? Did they just count the basket?
They counted the basket for Gavin.
They count the basket.
They call goaltending?
They call goaltending, and this game is over. Carmi wins it 46-44.
He signaled count the basket and showed up the number 2, so I assume that was on Gavin's shot. Maybe saying it was on the way down or touched the net.
Unbelievable. Carmi wins this game on a goaltending call at the buzzer. They defeat Gallatin County 46-44. Wow. Travis, to be frank, I really didn't see it when it happened.
I just saw him signal. I saw him signal for count the basket and held up the number 2. I assumed that they were calling a foul on the floor, maybe. That is one of the strangest plays.
I've got my phone pulled up with the live stream, so we'll take a look. Watching it as it took place, you see Holloman drives in. I really don't see it. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what the call was. This game ends. Carmi wins it 46-44, the final score. We'll step aside and try to get a good grasp on what has just happened, but the Bulldogs win it by 2. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break and come back with the Roark Transport postgame show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Well, folks, that ain't country, but this is Skylar Harrelson from Jansen Auto in Carmi. It's been my pleasure to help my friends and neighbors get into the cars or trucks of their dreams for the last couple of years. Here at Jansen Auto, we're bringing you great vehicles at better than expected prices. There's really no reason to shop anywhere else. If we don't have it, we'll get it. All new vehicles are priced at huge discounts. Your hometown dealer, Jansen Auto Group in Carmi. Stop by and see why.
That is.
So we've got some clarification on what just happened at the end of the ball game, and it took some review and a message from a good buddy Tyler Buss to explain what happened. So the 3-point shot by Richardson, they called it a 2. They called it a 2-pointer. So instead of tying the game at 44, the score was 44-43. And, of course, when that happens, commotion, nobody really knows. Carmi assumed they had to put up a shot to win the game. And at the end of it, they won the game by 1.
Yeah, and Gallatin County didn't know the difference, so they would have been fouling in that situation.
Yes, absolutely. You know, most time, I'm honestly surprised that, you know, if Craig Utterback would have known it was a 2-point shot, he would have called a timeout. Kevin Wolf didn't call a timeout. So that's how the game ends. They rule Richardson shot a 2-pointer, which is how the game came to an end. Me and Travis were thinking it was a goaltending call. Wow. That's one of the craziest finishes I've ever seen. You know, I think back to Bryce Northcott, his shot being called a 2. That's right up there as far as craziest finishes I've ever seen, and we'll see what Kevin Wolf thinks about it as he makes his way up here to the table. Well, Coach, I don't know if you've been part of a crazier finish than that. What was kind of the thought process there? Did you think it was a 3 when it first went in?
Well, I thought it was a 3 for sure. And I had 2 timeouts left. But they were kind of sporadic defensively. Their guys weren't really hustled back, and I thought Gavin had a lane to the bucket, which he did. And then I thought he got fouled, which he didn't. And then I thought Trey made the layup, which he didn't. But then we won. So, that's how – what a game.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Well, and just how that started. You guys fell down double digits early. They couldn't miss. And I know it had a lot to do with it's your first game. They've played a game, had to get kind of the cobwebs out, as you would say. But I thought in the second half, my goodness, you guys came out and came ready to play.
Well, I mean, we're dealing with 15 to 18-year-olds, and they kind of came out. And they know what happened last night to Gallatin County. A lot of our guys were there. But I told them that's not the Grayville team that we've seen before. Yeah. I mean, the Taizé kid, the kid from Grayville is as good as anybody in the South. And now they've got some older kids surrounding him. And Grayville's one heck of a team. And it's a tough place to play in their gym. And Gallatin did not shoot it very well last night. And we knew coming into their gym that they were going to shoot it much better. We told them that. And they did early on. But, yeah, you're right. We focused in. I still don't think we made enough winning plays. We gave up so many offensive rebounds, so many loose balls they got. Our guys were standing around looking. They took it at us a few times and looked like they almost wanted to win more than what we did. We made some shots and made some plays down the stretch to get it done. But honestly, though, it's good to get a win. But there's a lot of stuff we got to get better at. And a lot of it starts really with loose balls and rebounding the basketball.
Well, one guy you're going to have to go to a lot this year and even next year, Mitchell Edwards. He came out in the second half and shot the ball very well. He made a couple of big threes in the first. He had 23 points, but that's what we're going to have to expect from this kid a lot throughout this season.
Yeah, and the type of defense that he got is what he's going to see all year. I mean, guys are going to be – their nose are going to be in his chest all night long. It's going to be tough. We hit him on the back door. We got him open for some threes. He hit a couple threes just on his own in transition, got around the basket and did some good things. He's going to continue to get better and get stronger, and that's where last year's team with Bryce and Gomat, a lot of the dirty buckets, the tough buckets, those guys were able to get. And now this year's team, we're relying on him inside, and even Gavin and Landon to get some of those tough buckets around the rim that just help you extend leads and help you stay in ball games. And I think in the second half you saw a little bit what he was capable of doing around the rim.
I thought Gavin and Landon did a great job of handling the basketball. They were applying some pressure, especially there late in the ball game, second half especially. I thought they did a good job of kind of controlling things. And in that first game, things can get a little wild, and they did a good job of kind of controlling everybody.
Yeah, you can work on your delay offense in practice, but it's different whenever you're on somebody's home floor and they're up in you, and it's really tough. But those two guys, and I just told them, we did some good things, but there were also some times where they have to go get us in our offense, and they've got to take the basketball, and you can waste, 14 seconds by yourself by holding the ball for 4, dribbling for 4, picking it up. You can waste 12 seconds off the clock just by doing little things like that before we have to call a timeout or anything else. And they're going to get better at that. They've played a lot of basketball. They're going to continue to play a lot. But down the stretch, we missed 4 or 6 free throws. We had a few turnovers. I'm not trying to downplay the win, but I think we can play better basketball.
What was your message there at the end of the first quarter? Because things did look a little bleak. Like I said, they built that big lead. That end of the second quarter, able to get down to 6 at halftime before you could leave. What was kind of your message there to the guys at the end of the first quarter?
Well, I mean, it looked like we were playing pickup basketball in one of our PE classes that we have. I mean, guys were just standing around, catching and shooting. There was no defensive intensity. Nobody was communicating. We're just standing around, hands by our side. And that's what this group is going to have to learn is to buckle down and guard. And Cade Stockton came in and gave us some hustle plays and gave us some intensity that we're really going to need because, some guys, it's just not in their MO, to be tough and hard-nosed and show all the grit all the time. But we're going to have to if we want to win big games. We have talent, but I talk about all the time about, not letting the game slip away, and we about let it slip away early on in this game by getting down as much as we did. And that's just because we weren't ready to play. We just thought things were going to happen, but other teams are gunning for us. I think I said that in the preview. I mean, we're not sneaking up on anybody. Everybody wants a shot at us, and we saw that this summer. Every time we played, people are watching. They know the year that we had last year and the guys that we had coming back, so we're going to get everybody's best shot. And if we don't start from the first quarter and play all 4 quarters, we're going to get beat at times. And I don't want that to happen, so it's my job to make sure that they're ready to go, start to finish, play good defense, and then we'll be in good shape.
This game's always a good tune-up before you see some really good teams at DuQuoin next week. It's a little bit different this year, the tournament. You're going to start things out with Sparta on Monday. what you know about them and kind of everybody else you're going to see next week at DuQuoin.
Sparta, they had 2 very nice players last year that were all conference for them that graduated. Just reading through and talking, they have 2 move-in kids. One kid came back to the program. He's been gone for a while, and they had another kid move in. Don't really know anything about him. I think they played Wayne City today or at some point before we play them. So I'll get a chance to talk to Wayne City's coach and just kind of feel them out a little bit. Then we got Sesser, saw them twice this summer. Good team. Hamilton County put it to them last night. It's tough. And then you got Heron on a Friday night, and then who knows? From the other side, there's some really good teams. So really enjoy going over to DuQuoin, see a different kind of style sometimes, see different teams that we don't see all the time. So it's fun, but it's also a grind. And we'll have a couple days off here and then get back to practice, and we'll get ready for DuQuoin.
Well, thanks for your time, Coach. Congrats on the crazy win, and
how about that?
We'll talk to you next week.
Real quick, I didn't know what was going to happen. I've
Yeah.
never seen that before. I
Yeah.
wish we could go back to El Dorado back when you were playing.
I said the same thing.
What would happen then? It counted. Because he was on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had no idea. I think Coach Stubblefield said that he saw that his foot was on the line. I had no idea. So, we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for your time,
Yeah,
Coach.
thanks,
We'll talk
guys.
to you next
Appreciate
week.
it. Yep.
This is the Roark Transport Postgame Show, hauling fuel, rock, grain, and more to help our community grow. Call 265-3665 for more. That's a gutsy call by a referee
in
a home
gym,
crowd
yeah.
to say, I'll show the fans at home. I am wearing my Gallatin County shirt under my Carmi polo. I teach here, and I know some of these kids. Noah Richardson, one of the nicest kids I ever met, and I hate that for him because that's a big shot and a big moment. I hate that for the kid, but and you really hate that one of these teams had to lose this game, Travis. That's what's so great about high school basketball. When you get a game like this that's so back and forth, you hate that one team has to be the loser. When it's your team winning, it's obviously
really
nice, but that's heartbreaking as it gets for Gallatin County right there, especially with the big lead they had early.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaking loss. Is how well they played. They laid an egg the other night with shooting the basketball, and the night they come out shooting as well as they did, and Carmi had to do an even better job at guarding them on the perimeter and forcing them to take the ball inside. And Gallatin County didn't get up that many threes after that first quarter. They were 5 of 5, and the rest of the game they went 1 of 6, I think. Yeah. So it was a good job by Carmi's defense forcing Gallatin County to have to play not to their strengths, and that was just a heartbreaking loss for them, and that's a great win for Carmi.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was a little strange there at the end, but that was just a good high school basketball game.
Looking at scoring, the scoring line for Carmi, Mitchell Edwards on the way with 23 points. They got 10 apiece from Landon Driscoll and Gavin Holloman, 1 point from Trey Dixon. For Gallatin County, they were led by Noah Richardson, who had 20 points after that 2-point shot there at the end. 9 from Grant Jackson, 10 from Maddox Shanifer, 2 apiece from Lucas Jackson and Wyatt Fromm. Travis, you got team stats for us?
Carmi shot 41% from the field for the game, 33% from 3, and 69% from the free throw line. Gallatin County shot 49% from the field, 55% from 3, and 50% from the line. 10 offensive and 10 defensive rebounds for Carmi with 5 turnovers, and Gallatin County had 8 offensive, 10 defensive, and 10 turnovers. So Gallatin County shot the ball real well, and it was just the turnovers and Carmi being able to get to the free throw line there that kind of made the difference.
The player of the game is highlighted by First Mid Bank and Trust. When you need a partner you can bank on, count on the great folks at First Mid Bank and Trust in Carmi. I think for the Bulldogs, you got to say Mitchell Edwards, because there was at times, especially early on, the offense couldn't get it going. He made some big plays down the stretch, couple of big 3-point shots, couple of nice drives to the basket to help spark the offense, lead that comeback, and eventually help seal the win.
Yeah, he was helping and keeping it when he had 9 of the first 11 points for Carmi, and he when Carmi needed a bucket, they went to him. I also put in my 2 cents with Cade Stockton with him in those effort plays, just getting after the ball, diving on the floor for loose balls. But Mitchell Edwards coming up with big bucket after big bucket.
Well, it was a fun night. Carmi hangs on to win it 44-43 after the last second three by Richardson was called a 2-point shot. Both teams walk off the floor, and an exciting win for Carmi, and again, a heartbreaking loss for Gallatin County. Me and Travis will be on the air tomorrow night. We go down to Harrisburg as the Lady Bulldogs take on the other Lady Bulldogs there at the Harrisburg preview. That will be a 97.3 broadcast only. I don't think we have a YouTube broadcast again until December 4th. Don't quote me on that. The girls will be at home against Fairfield. That'll be our next YouTube broadcast. Radio only for the rest of this week and for next week when the boys are in DuQuoin. Travis, any last words before we hit the road?
No, happy Thanksgiving to all
Happy
those out there.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Travis. Enjoy some. Are you a turkey guy? Is that going to be your main course?
Nah, I'm not a turkey guy.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
I'm more of a ham guy,
Ham,
you know,
yes.
and
Love
some mashed
some ham.
potatoes, you know, mac and cheese, those type of things.
Well, hey, a big thanks to J.C. Tinsley back at the WRUL studio. A big thanks to the lovely Whitney Carter running the camera for us tonight for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. For Travis Black, I'm Cole Carter. Thanks for listening to Bulldog Basketball on 97.3 WRUL.